I feel like it's usually Julia giving health updates, okay?
It normally is.
It usually is, and, that's a whole different thing, right? Like, you actually have a thyroid condition, you're diagnosed with stuff, but I recently haven't been feeling the best. And when I don't feel the best, I don't really tend to show it, especially on, like, social media and stuff like that. Like, I don't really say anything, not even to Julia sometimes, but recently, I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling weird. There's been some symptoms that I never really understood. And Julia recently, if you guys know, Julia did a scan. What was that? Probably like 5-6 months ago?
Was it that long ago?
I would say so.
I don't think it was that long
3?
ago. Maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I did a preventative full body MRI scan, and Saud is nothing like me in the sense of when I don't feel good, when something feels off, I'm going to the doctor. I'm seeing my functional medicine doctor. I'm getting blood work done. He hasn't had blood work done since he got Lyme disease, and he only had blood work done because they made him.
Well, I also have gotten blood taken for a T to check my levels, but that's only for that.
But that's like, you haven't
that's
had
a mandatory
like a normal
reason.
Like he
Checkup.
avoids the doctor. He's like, I don't feel good.
I don't know about you guys, but the doctor scares me. Dentist, I'm fine with. I love the dentist.
Scares me.
The doctors, I don't know why. It's just, I don't know, it just makes me uncomfortable. But anyways, I haven't been feeling the best, and Julia decided to take it upon herself to book me an appointment for this scan. And I just did the scan, and I was gonna record the whole process, but honestly, I didn't think they were gonna find anything as bad as that is.
No, I mean, that was good.
I was like, oh, like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna tell social media. I'm just gonna do it for myself.
I thought my MRI would be worse than his MRI.
Exactly, and Julia's healthier in a sense, to a degree that we're aware of.
But that's I don't even feel like okay.
You already knew you had a thyroid condition, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You were already pre-diagnosed with something, but now I potentially
now
can
we're
get
like,
diagnosed.
what is going on?
So, long story short, I did the scan, and it was pretty easy. But one thing that was crazy about the scan that Julia didn't feel, I felt everything going on in the scan. I was gonna do like a whole like story time on like Snapchat or TikTok, but I might as well tell you guys here first. Like, when Julia went through this scan, she didn't feel anything. When I was in this scan, guys, I felt where the scan was happening. I felt it on my chest. I felt it on my legs. I felt it like literally everywhere. I felt heat. Like, I was sensitive. Like, my muscles were like pulling and twitching. I was like, y'all, do I got metal in me? Like, I started like kind of like...
He came out like, how did you do that? Like, actually, how did you do that?
They also put a helmet on your head, like a mask. Like, buckled in, like strapped in on the sides on your head.
Yeah, but I was just chilling. It just felt like a weighted I couldn't feel where it was scanning me, and I didn't feel heat.
Well, when that bad boy turned on, it felt like a heater, like a heated blanket was on me. That's what it felt like. So I was already in that thing, kind of like tweaking for a second, but I was like, if Julia can do it, I can do it. Like, literally that. So it was a pretty good scan, but after the scan is when we both got nervous. Because Julia got a text, and the way her text went was, hey, your test results are in, check them out, and then if you want to have an appointment with the doctor and like go over it, we could do that, right? That's how Julia's went. A couple days go by and it said that my test results were in, and it didn't work. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And we were clicking to try to tap on it, and it kept saying your test results are ready. And I was like, that's weird, must be a glitch, whatever, right? A day or two goes by, and I get a text on my phone saying, hey, you need to schedule a doctor's appointment, like a consultation with one of our doctors to go over your results. And I was like, it's kind of different, That kind of sounds like not the best news that they're going to have.
I was walking on the treadmill because it was super cold outside, and he comes outside, and he was like, is this what they text you when your results came in? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, he was kind of freaking out. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I read the text message, and yeah, it was basically like, hey, we want a doctor to talk to you and go over your results.
Like, we're not giving you results, basically, until a doctor talks to you.
I was like, no. I pulled up my text and compared it, and I was like, yeah, no. But,
not the same thing.
I was like, don't freak out. Like, maybe it's just a different person texting. Like, maybe
it's a different automation.
A different protocol.
Yeah.
So Saud texts back and is like, I'm worried. Can I just have the results? And they're like, we need to talk. What time can you talk?
It's
So
like
then
if
I'm
you're
like,
getting these
okay.
texts, I'm like, like I'm trying to be okay. Like, and usually I am under, like, I'm telling you, like, if I broke my arm today, I'd be like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm usually, but I just got a whole scan. This thing, it detects cancer, tumor, literally any and everything. Like, it's such an amazing machine, but it also could be so amazing that it's scary. So
Yeah, so then I call him because Saud was too nervous to call them.
I was like, honestly, when these test results come in, I told Julia beforehand, I don't want to know them unless it's something super bad and we need to take care of it. I don't want to know. Like, I don't know why, like, out of sight, out of mind works sometimes for me. So I let Julia handle it and, like, try to call and figure it out and go ahead.
Yeah, so I called them and I was like, is this normal? Like, when I had my MRI, I just had my results and I didn't even have to talk to someone. It was an option. And they were like swerving me and they were like, let me get a nurse practitioner. And I was like, so this isn't normal. Yeah. And they were like, let me put you on hold. So I was like, okay.
So I was just already in my mind, like, thinking the worst case scenario. Like, I feel like you just go to that. You do. Like, your mind spirals when you hear something like that. It's a scary
you
thing.
handled it way better than me. I would have been hyperventilating, full-blown panic attack.
Yeah. So after that, they were like, okay, we're going to send you your results and we're going to have a consultation still. And we were like, okay, we just need to know because the fact that you're holding this information is what's stressing me out. Mm-hmm. Like, I just need to see. So it probably got sent within the 15 minutes.
No, not even. Instantly. Like, right when I hung up, it was like...
Well, I wasn't paying attention to when you were on the phone. I couldn't do it. But the test results came in. I gave Julia my phone, and I had her go upstairs.
That was the sickest moment of my life. Literally, because he was like, I don't want to know. And I was like, I was so sick. I was trying to stay calm for him. And I was like, okay, I got this. Oh my God, I thought I was going to throw up. I went up there and I opened it.
And it's like, I was going to record, like, from the beginning to end, but I told myself, like, oh, probably not going to find anything. Never say that. Like, you always got to think, like, worst case scenario sometimes. Like, I should have documented it all.
I will say, the way they were talking made me think like
I wish I recorded
you
it.
had like lymphoma or like something like that's just something he's always been really
I'm very scared of lymphoma
with the Lyme disease and his lymph node problems,
and I have nerve damage from it and stuff like that.
So I was like, oh my, not that this is good, like this still isn't like great, we wouldn't like it like this, but this is manageable, treatable, and we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, you're better at it. No, you're better at explaining the health stuff. You know, you're a doctor, basically, to me.
So basically, the reason they wanted Saud to talk to someone was because they did find a tumor on his thyroid, which I was like, whoa. Like, when I opened it and I saw it, I was like...
Because it'll pop up, like, red, yellow, green, and this was in the red.
And I was like, wait... His thyroid, because like as someone with a thyroid condition and an autoimmune disease, every time I go in, you know, they tell us about the type of tumor is called a nodule. They are super common. They're super common. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, okay. Like, not great, but like they had us thinking like you were dying over a thyroid nodule.
Yeah, mind you, I've been having symptoms before this, so I'm like, what is it? Like, what is this?
And we still don't even know if the symptoms are linked to the nodule because most of the time nodules don't even have symptoms.
Right? Yeah.
I think it's like 90% of them are benign. But
no, it was a 50-50.
Or 50, okay.
From allegedly, that's what I was reading on the paperwork thing.
I don't know. Okay, long story short, he has that nodule on
and
his
my
left
lymph nodes are
thyroid.
super swollen.
But that makes sense because you have a literal tumor nodule thing going on your thyroid. So his lymph nodes are on overdrive in his neck because of that. So he has to get an ultrasound because we need to find out if it's benign or cancerous. But
I'm really hoping
staying positive, it's benign.
The only reason why I do feel a little bit more nervous about it being cancerous is because my whole side of my mom's family has cancer. My dad's side, no cancer, but my mom's this has a whole entire questionnaire. Before you even go into the scan, they ask you like your past, your mom, your dad, all this stuff. And my mom's whole entire side has like every cancer there is.
Yeah.
So that's where the problem lies. And that's where it kind of makes me feel like a 50-50 and uneasy and uncomfortable. Like I'm hoping for the best regardless. Like you see me, like I'm not overworking myself over something you are.
Good.
You're overworking yourself.
No.
I'm trying to be like, it's benign and like try to just go about it that way. But I'm happy that I did do the scan.
Yes.
And we did figure this out, and now we can seek further into it and really try to like get to the root of the problem.
Because if after the ultrasound for some reason like something looks off or they
Yeah.
can't determine, they do a biopsy and then that's how you'll find out. And then like literally worst case scenario, you have surgery. But
Yeah.
like I said, because I feel like I know a lot about nodules from going to an endocrinologist so much.
Yeah.
And because they always feel me for nodules, they're super common. Literally most of the time they are benign and you don't have a known thyroid condition.
Yeah.
So I am on my own ordering him blood work in the meantime. He's gonna go see his
Yes.
doctor
Yeah.
that he doesn't want to, but I'm gonna order him thyroid labs. You're gonna get your thyroid. I'm literally getting my thyroid tested too this week. So twinsies.
Might as well go together.
You're gonna get your thyroid checked.
Yes.
We're gonna check your antibodies. We're gonna check your thyroid stimulating hormone. We're gonna see if you have hypo, hyper, anything, or you could just have a nodule. It's
Yeah.
possible. It's been there your whole life and you would never know. But this is why this MRI is so amazing and important, because we could catch something before it gets worse.
Yeah.
It's 1.3 centimeters. I don't know if that's
I literally
big or
have
small.
the picture. I don't know if like y'all want to see that. I have my whole brain, my whole everything. Like y'all, I'm crooked too.
But it's like,
Isn't that crazy? I wouldn't have known that.
okay, yeah, but you have no degeneration in your spine, which is like,
She said it's very rare.
none.
She
That's
said it's
crazy.
literally very rare. I said, okay. She made me forget about the nodule for a second. I said, what? What did you say? But yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous the first couple of
but
days
he's been
hearing
doing
it.
really good.
Yeah, because I'm just not trying to really think about it too much. But
Yeah.
like at the same time, it's like in the back of your head. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Until I figure out what's good in my neck,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Listen, I already told you, you're doing way better than me.
Thanks.
Like, but I did say, like, if it was a nodule, like, I'm trying to think if I was in the position. I mean, I freak out more than you and anything, but a nodule's so common.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, even
I'm
my mom
mentally
said
prepared to always have
that
one.
too. But I wanted to keep you guys updated as well, because sometimes I feel like I do want to talk about these things, but then I don't. But then I feel like, okay, this is an informational moment.
Yeah.
And as someone that does not like going to the doctors, and I do like my health, but don't like taking care of it for some random reason.
Makes no sense.
I know there's people out there like me that like you. So I don't think I'm invincible. I think like everyone should have that in
Yeah.
mind. And that like your health really does matter, and please take care of yourself. And if you're not
you
feeling
have
good,
nothing without your health.
yeah. And if you're not feeling good, please like go somewhere, do like literally even the tiniest thing for yourself, because I will have like these random symptoms or things that are like,
I'm sorry. It's like
Dude.
attacking us. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I will get symptoms. Oh my gosh, it just messed, that fly is so strong, the wind messed up my hair from it. But I potentially have symptoms sometimes of things, and then like I don't even take like aspirin or like ibuprofen, like, where it's, so take care of your health. That's all this is. And it's just like a little reminder, like this can also happen to literally anybody, but to just take care of yourself a little bit more and love
Yeah.
yourself a little bit more. And even if there is something that is stressing you out, try as much as you can to be calm with it.
I know going to the doctor isn't fun. I
Hate
know
it.
it's scary,
Hate
but
it.
this could be something that we just caught.
Mm-hmm.
That what if we didn't, and 10 years from now it grew to the size of like a freaking golf ball or something.
Exactly.
You know what I
exactly,
mean? And then
exactly.
it's like, oh, you
And
have
I'm-
thyroid cancer.
well,
Surprise.
That's what I mean, and I'm really thankful that like we were able to do this. Like,
I'm so glad
thankful.
you did it. I
So-
am so glad you did it.
So it's just a little PSA to take care of yourself, you know, check yourself. And if you aren't feeling well, like, you know, just
advocate for yourself. That's
Yes.
a big thing as well. Like, I know it's so easy to get dismissed by doctors. Like, trust me. So if
Yeah.
something doesn't feel good, you keep saying no. Something's
I
not
got
right.
dismissed for Lyme
Something's
disease.
off.
And I had Lyme
Yes.
disease, and I was like, they thought it was a spider bite. I was like, this is not a spider bite,
We could have
guys.
caught it in like stage 1.
Yeah, and now like my Lyme disease is probably a little bit more aggressive than it could have been if I went to the doctors a little earlier and fought for
Well, no,
myself
you
more.
did go to the doctors.
Oh yeah, and then
They just didn't
listen fully.
Which I don't know why. Like, we literally
We live in Massachusetts. Like, this is
Lyme
tick
disease
central.
is so common
It
here.
really
I just
is.
don't- Yeah, that was just
Yeah,
a really
That
bad
was a whole-
mishap on them.
yeah, that was a whole different thing. But
But
we love you guys, and we'll keep you guys updated. Like as soon as I
Yes.
go get this thing tested and figured out,
speaking
I will,
of this, you need to call the doctor today because you need to tell them about it, this finding, and we need to get an ultrasound set up for you.
Yeah, so we will keep you guys updated with everything. We literally just like figured out this information and all that stuff.
Staying
So
positive.
staying positive that it's nothing. But yeah, take care of yourself, and we love you guys. We will see you later, and stay A1.